Discover the chilling history of the world's most haunted island, the Island of Poveglia. Welcome to Ghosts of Poveglia. In this video, we'll be exploring the mysterious and haunted Isle of Poveglia. Located in the Venetian Lagoon in northern Italy, this small island has a long and storied history and is known for its association with plague and quarantine. But it is also infamous for its reputation as one of the most haunted places in the world, with many stories and legends circulating about ghosts and other supernatural phenomena. In this video, we will delve into the history of the Isle of Poveglia, and explore the stories and scientific explanations behind its reputation as a haunted place. We will also take you on a ghost hunting expedition to the island, as we search for evidence of the supernatural. So come along with us as we uncover the secrets of the Ghosts of Poveglia. The Isle of Poveglia has a long and varied history dating back to ancient times. Originally settled by humans as far back as the 5th or 6th century AD, the island has served as a place of refuge, a military stronghold, and a site of agricultural and industrial development. One of the most significant events in the history of the Isle of Poveglia was its use as a quarantine station for plague victims. Beginning in the 18th century, the island was used to isolate people who were suffering from the plague, as a way of containing the spread of the disease. People who were suspected of being infected with the plague were brought to the island and kept there until they either recovered or died. In 1922, the island was converted into a mental asylum, and it remained in use as a mental hospital until 1968, when it was closed due to overcrowding and poor conditions. Since then, the island has been abandoned and left to decay. Today, it is a popular destination for urban explorers and photographers, who are drawn to its eerie, abandoned buildings and its reputation as a haunted place. Using historical records, photos, and other primary sources, we will bring the rich history of the Isle of Poveglia to life, exploring the many different roles it has played over the centuries and the events that have shaped its story. There are many stories and legends associated with the Isle of Poveglia that have contributed to its reputation as a haunted place. Some of the most famous and enduring tales include the Ghost of the Plague Doctor. According to the legend, the ghost of the plague doctor can be seen roaming the island, still dressed in the long, black robes that were worn by doctors during the plague. Some say that the ghost can be seen tending to the sick and the dying, while others claim that it is a malevolent spirit that preys on the living. Regardless of the truth behind the legend, it is clear that the ghost of the plague doctor has become an enduring part of the island's supernatural reputation. The Screaming Woman. According to the legend, some people claim to have heard the sound of a woman screaming on the island, even though there is no one there. Some believe that the screams are the ghosts of women who were forcibly committed to the island's mental asylum and that they are still trapped on the island, unable to find peace. Others believe that the screams are the result of natural or psychological phenomena, and are not related to the supernatural at all. The Ghostly Children. According to the legend, some people have reported seeing the ghosts of children on the island, including the ghost of a young boy who is said to have died during an outbreak of the plague. Some believe that the ghosts of these children are still trapped on the island, unable to find peace, and that they can be seen wandering abandoned buildings and grounds. Others believe that these sightings are the result of natural or psychological phenomena, and are not related to the supernatural at all. The Ghostly Apparitions. According to the legend, many people have reported seeing ghostly apparitions on the island, including the ghosts of plague victims and former patients of the mental asylum. These apparitions are said to take many forms, including human figures, shadowy shapes, and unexplained lights. Some believe that these apparitions are the spirits of the dead, still trapped on the island and unable to find peace. Others believe that these sightings are the result of natural or psychological phenomena, and are not related to the supernatural at all. These stories and others like them have been passed down over time through word of mouth, and have contributed to the island's reputation as a haunted place. While there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of these ghosts, they continue to be a source of fascination for many people. While there are many stories and legends about supernatural occurrences in the Isle of Poveglia, it is important to consider the scientific explanations for these events. In many cases, strange occurrences that are initially attributed to the supernatural can often be explained through natural or scientific means. For example, some of the strange noises and sounds that have been reported on the island could be the result of natural phenomena, such as the wind or the movement of animals. The ghostly apparitions that have been reported on the island could be the result of hallucinations or other psychological phenomena, or could be the result of misperception or mistakes in perception. It is also possible that some of the stories about supernatural occurrences on the island have been exaggerated or fabricated over time. Without reliable, verifiable evidence, it is difficult to know for certain whether any of these stories are true. While it is certainly possible that there may be strange or unexplained phenomena on the Isle of Poveglia, it is important to consider the scientific explanations for these events before jumping to conclusions about the supernatural. The current state of the Isle of Poveglia is one of decay and abandonment. The island is not open to the public, and access is restricted due to its dilapidated condition and the potential hazards it presents. Many of the buildings on the island, including the hospital and the quarantine buildings, are in a state of disrepair and are considered to be at risk of collapse. Despite its current state, there have been efforts to preserve the island and its historical buildings. The Italian government, which owns the island, has recognized the historical and cultural significance of the Isle of Poveglia, and there have been efforts to restore some of the buildings and to develop plans for the island's future. One proposal for the island's future is to turn it into a museum or cultural center, showcasing the island's history and its role in the region's cultural life. Another proposal is to turn the island into a luxury hotel or resort, making use of its unique location and historical buildings. Regardless of its future use, it is important to ensure that the history of the Isle of Poveglia is preserved and understood. This can help to ensure that the island's rich and varied history is not forgotten, and can help to keep its cultural significance alive for future generations. The Isle of Poveglia is a small island located in the Venetian Lagoon in northern Italy that has a rich and varied history. It has served as a place of refuge, a military stronghold, and a site of agricultural and industrial development, and is most closely associated with its use as a quarantine station for plague victims and later as a mental asylum. Despite its reputation as a haunted place, the island has played a significant role in the cultural life of the region and is a source of fascination for many people. While it is currently not open to the public, the Isle of Poveglia remains an interesting and important place, with a unique and storied past that is worthy of exploration and investigation. Its history and its many stories and legends have made it a source of fascination for both locals and visitors, and it has become a popular destination for those interested in exploring its abandoned buildings and learning about its past. As we have seen in this video, the Isle of Poveglia is a place that is steeped in mystery and intrigue. Its supernatural reputation adds to its allure and helps to keep its history alive in the cultural imagination of the region. It is important to preserve the island and its history, not just for the sake of the stories and legends that surround it, but for the cultural and historical significance that it holds. The Isle of Poveglia is a unique and fascinating place, and we hope that this video has helped to shed some light on its rich and storied past. Thanks for watching.